We acknowledge the first Australians as the traditional custodians of the continent, whose culture is the oldest living culture in human history. We pay our respects to elders, past, present and emerging, and we respect their cultural heritage, beliefs and relationship with the land. We extend our respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. They share the memories, traditions and hopes of the traditional ancestors with the new generations today and in the future. We would also like to thank them for looking after this land for thousands of years.
Hello everyone and welcome to Coastcare Week. It's a full week of programs that we have on, hosted by Virtual Excursions Australia. So I'm excited to have you here again and very excited to have Cleo from Toonworld with us today to explore Daisy the Eco Warrior and the kinds of things that you can be creative about in terms of your drawing and your art, but also thinking about the environment and our marine life as well. So I will hand you over to Claudio to get started for our session today. You have been sent the sheets that you can draw along as well. If you don't have those printed out, you can just use plain pieces of paper as well. And remember, there's no such thing as a mistake. Excellent.
All right. All right, excellent. I hope you can hear me well. So how are you today? Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, well, we're gonna start in just a second. Well, thank you, Virtual Incursions, for giving us the opportunity to do something really cool with your students. So today, guys, we are gonna explore something really cool. We're gonna explore a new world that is called Toonworld. Okay, so what I'm gonna do to start with is I'm gonna share my screen. Hopefully you can all see the screen that I'm gonna share. So just gonna go right now and share the screen. All right, excellent. I hope you can all see the screen that I'm sharing. Now, let me tell you a little bit about what we're seeing here on the screen, right? So all these colorful characters that you see here are part of a creative army that protects this magical place called Toonworld. Now, Toonworld is a magical place where all your drawings come to life. It's a place where we can use our creativity and imagination in ways that we never thought was possible, okay? But unfortunately, this beautiful land, it was invaded by this dude that we have right here. This is our enemy. And his name is Rubbix. As you can see, Rubbix has an eraser head and has the body of a stickman, which is exactly those two things that we don't like in Toonworld: erasers and stick people. Okay. Now, Rubbix wants to destroy your drawings forever and ever. So in that way, he can steal your creativity and imagination. But we don't really want that to happen. Okay. But I'm going to show you how we can defeat the enemy with our imagination. Okay. So I have a little video that I want to play for you guys. And this video is going to show you the story of Toonworld in a very simple way. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Toonie, the Toon Master and Protector of Toonworld. Welcome to this magical land where all of your creativity comes to life. Before I became Toonie, my name was Tommy, and now I'll tell you my story. When the former protector of Toonworld, Queen Design, was growing old, she needed to find a new successor. Me and my brother Rooney were chosen, but only one of us could be crowned as Toon Master. After competing in a number of creative challenges, Queen Design chose me and turned me into a magical speech bubble. Rooney became enraged with jealousy and tried to find a way to get revenge. When visiting the Toonworld ancient archives, he read about the legend of the evil rubber stone and how the holder would have the power to erase and destroy Toonworld. So Rooney hatched an evil plan to find the stone on the planet Rubicon, home of the stick people and the unwanted creations. When Rooney held the stone, he grew more powerful and evil, turning him into Rubbix.
I am Rubbix, and I am going to rub you all out.
He later became the leader of the stick people and went back to Toonworld and destroyed the land. To defend and rebuild Toonworld, I put the power of creativity inside a pencil, which I call the Sword of Destiny. And I decided to assemble an army of 26 creative warriors from all over the galaxy, which I call the Alpha Toons. And now, together with your help, we can defeat the enemy from destroying and erasing our creativity and imagination. Are you ready for the challenge?
Awesome. I hope that you enjoyed the video. As you saw on the video, right? Toonworld, it's a place to use your creativity and imagination in ways that you never thought before. But in order to go through all these cartooning challenges and to defeat the enemy, we're gonna need a special weapon, which is your pencil. Now, the pencil in Toonworld is called the Sword of Destiny. And the Sword of Destiny has the power of creativity inside, so you can draw all these cool things. Now, in Toonworld, we do have a golden rule. And that rule is that in Toonworld, there are no mistakes in drawing. Now, what does that mean, that we don't have mistakes in drawings? This means that no matter what your drawing styles are, okay, no matter how good or bad you think you draw, in Toonworld, there are no mistakes in drawing. Therefore, all your drawings, whatever you draw, is perfect the way it is. So we don't need to be afraid or ashamed of our drawings anymore, because in Toonworld, we like everything you draw. You know, some people think that they draw really bad. Some other people think that they draw the best. But you know what? We don't really care if you think you draw bad or you draw good, because in Toonworld, all drawings are perfect. Okay? So we're going to try to leave that opinions about our drawings on the side and make sure that we're just happy with what we draw. Now, when we say that there's no mistakes, is something like this, right? For example, let's say that I start drawing something very simple, okay? It's going to start with just a normal face. Just going to make it crazy, okay? And I'm going to add this face, maybe like a square head, okay? And then I'm just gonna add some ears, maybe some crazy hair, right? Now, as you see, my drawings looked a little bit funny, a little bit weird, but I don't think I've made any mistakes, right? That something looks weird or different doesn't mean that it's wrong, okay? Just gonna add a mustache here. All right. Now, let's say that I want to continue with the body. And I'm about to draw something and I accidentally cough like this. And then I think I made a mistake, right? I cough and I move my hand, and now I made a line that is not supposed to be there. Now, I can choose to get upset and angry at it, or I can turn what I think it's a mistake into something else. Like, for example, I might use this line here to maybe double the line up here. I'm just gonna continue like that. And I might turn this crazy creature into something else. Maybe it has the body of a snake. So I'm gonna add some spots and things here. Right? And even in this line here, it looks more like, you know what? I'm gonna make something really crazy here. Right? This almost looks like a horse saddle. So I'm just gonna make just draw a little person here. That is riding this snake human thingy, right? And I can even go more crazy. I'm just gonna add some arms here. And maybe this character likes bananas. So I'm just gonna add a banana here. And maybe I'm just gonna add some legs to make it even more crazy. Right, so I thought that I had made a mistake at the beginning, but I used my imagination and creativity to turn that line into something else and make something out of it that it's even more crazy and cool. All right. So today, just remember that whatever you draw, we're not gonna need any erases, because we can always make something else out of our drawings or our mistakes and turn it into something really cool. All right, let's move on. So in the video, you saw these guys, right? We saw Rubbix, which is the leader of our enemies. You know, he has an army of stick people, and there are thousands of them. Thousands of stick people around the world trying to destroy your drawings, to steal your creativity and imagination. But these guys that you see here are kind of like the main Rubbix's soldiers. Okay, so you have Yaya, which is a very smart stick girl, and she wants to take over the army one day, so she could be the leader of the stick people's army. Obviously, Rubbix and none of these other guys know that. Now, Spike, he's not very smart, but he's a really good warrior, and he follows Rubbix wherever he goes. Then Ronnie really wants to be like Rubbix one day, okay? So he always try to excel in everything he does. And Melvin is kind of like an interesting character, because Melvin, even though he's part of the evil army, sometimes he doubts about himself. He doubts that he's doing the right thing, and sometimes he thinks that he should be, joining the other team, the team of goodies. Maybe one day we'll see Melvin joining the army of our heroes. Okay, so one of the first challenges of the day is this. If you got the printed sheets, if you got the file to print all these drawing exercises, you can use them. But in case if you don't have them, you can still use white paper to do all these exercises. Okay, if you had a white piece of paper, maybe you could draw just a square or a rectangle like this, right? And put a line in the middle, okay? And then you can draw a stick body, and you're gonna have, in a very simple way, Rubbix's head. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this wanted poster. What is this about? Well, we really want to capture Rubbix, okay? So we put a bunch of posters around Toonworld with his face on it. So all the people in Toonworld know how Rubbix looks like, but he was very smart. And last night he went around town and he erased his face out of his own posters, right? So I reckon that this is a good opportunity for us to draw Rubbix's face back on the poster, but we're gonna do it in a funny way. We're gonna make fun of Rubbix by giving him a really crazy or funny face, okay? So I want you to go crazy here. Like if we really want to make fun of Rubbix, I would probably add some crazy eyes, maybe big ears, a weird nose, crooked teeth, something that it's gonna make it look funny, okay? So you can go crazy as well. And I'm gonna give you maybe like a minute to draw a really funny face for his head, okay? So we can start now. Well, I like drawing these silly eyes. Just gonna like that. Just gonna add an ugly nose and a funny mouth. Maybe one eyebrow, a little bit of mustache, big ears. Maybe a few hairs coming out of his head. I'm gonna put his name down here. Rubbix. So this is the way I like drawing Rubbix in a funny way, okay? And I hope you're doing the same. You can go crazy. You can add maybe more than 2 eyes. You can put 3 or 4 eyes, or maybe a long nose, or some scars, or crazy hair. Anything that you think is gonna make Rubbix look funny. Awesome. I'm pretty sure that some of your drawings are really, really funny. But at the same time, we need to move on. So let's go to the next challenge of the day. So here we have the Sword of Destiny. Now, let me tell you a little bit what is the Sword of Destiny about. So I told you before that the Sword of Destiny is a sword that has the power of creativity inside. Therefore, the sword can look like absolutely anything you want. Okay? Could be of any size, of any shape, and can have any powers you want. You can even add some superpowers. So imagine if you can have a sword that can look like anything you want, and it could have whatever superpowers you want. What would those be? Okay, so I remember the other day I was doing a workshop and someone created a sword that had a waffle cone coming out of the handle, right? And then he put ice cream on top, right? So she said that that was the ice cream sword, and the ice cream sword could turn anything into ice cream. So that was her idea for a Sword of Destiny that actually turns things into ice cream, right? And then people started creating all sort of crazy looking swords. Remember, there was another kid that drew a sword that had the head of a unicorn, right? And he put wings on the side. So then he could summon all the unicorns in the universe, and with the wings, he could fly whatever he wanted, all right? So that was another idea. Now that gave me an idea to draw a sword of destiny with a bunch of different blades, and each of the blades is going to have a different superpower. So this is what I'm going to draw now. Now you can do the same by creating your own sword with your own powers. And remember, you can draw it however you want, in whatever shape or form. Could be big, small. Just use your imagination and creativity to draw that. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna draw a sword with 4 blades. I'm just wondering, what are you drawing? What kind of sword? How would they look like? I'm pretty sure that some of your swords might be really, really interesting and really, really cool. Okay, so my sword, as you can see, has 4 blades, and each blade has a different power. So let me tell you what are those. So here we have the power of rain. So how can I use that? Let's imagine that I go to a rural area and I visit a town that probably hasn't rained in a while, and the farmers are struggling with that. So I can use my sword and bring the water down and help the farmers with all their needs, right? Also, I put the power of love. So what can I do with this? I can turn maybe bad people into good people. Maybe I can turn some of the enemy with love and turn them into good people, all right? Also have the power of electricity. I got the power of snow. And what can I do with the power of snow? I reckon that because I like snowboarding, I can use the sword and put snow in any mountain or in any hills, and then I can go snowboarding at any time of the year. And because it's a special snow, it's not gonna melt if it's sunny. Then I put some wings and I can fly with my sword, and also I put a little face on it, right? And so what I can do is that whenever I'm bored, I can talk to the sword, and, you know, maybe the sword can cheer me up or tell me some jokes when I feel sad. You know, that's why I put a face on the sword, so I can talk to it. All right, so that is my idea for the Sword of Destiny. And I hope that you also have created something really, really, really cool. All right, so I'm just gonna give you a few more seconds. All right, excellent. So let's move on. So here, right, we see a picture of all these characters. These characters are part of a creative army called the Alpha Toons. Now, the Alpha Toons are the heroes in Toonworld. And there's so many, and they all came from different parts of the world and from different parts of the universe. And Today, we're going to focus on Daisy. Daisy the fish. Now, Daisy, she's a very smart fish, right? Because she loves using her sort of destiny to create all these different things that is going to help cleaning the ocean and prevent pollution, okay? So let's have a look of a little bit of Daisy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
All right. Now, to start off, we're going to learn how to draw Daisy the fish. Okay. Now, as I told you before, Daisy, she likes taking care of the oceans. Okay. She's a very brave fish, and she uses her imagination to build lots of cool things that's gonna help us maintaining the oceans clean and healthier. So remember I told you that the heroes in Toonworld are part of an army called the Alpha Toons. Okay. Now, as you see, Alpha Toons is made out of two words, Alpha and Toons. And Alpha stands for alphabet and Toons for cartoons. So alphabet and cartoons. If we put alphabet and cartoons together, we get Alpha Toons. And what does that mean? That means that we can draw our characters starting with the letter of the alphabet and turn them into a cartoon. So follow me. If you do have the printed sheet, you're going to have a letter D in the middle. If you have a blank piece of paper, just draw a capital D in the middle of your page. Okay. Now I'm going to use a different color to do this. And follow me. The first things that we're going to do is draw a little curve right here. All right. And that's going to be the eye. Then we're going to draw like a dot or an oval. We're going to color it in. And then we're going to add 3 eyelashes, and we're going to have Daisy's eye. After that, we're going to go like this, and we're going to draw a mouth. And another line, and we're going to draw the tongue. Then after that, we're going to draw the fins, one here. Here, I'm going to add a couple lines. And then we're going to draw the back fins. We're going to try to make them really easy. We're going to draw 2 curves like that. And 1 and 2 right here. Then we're going to add some lines like this. And then we need to draw 2 more fins that are Daisy's arms. 1 and 2. And then we can add some more lines here. Okay, and this is how easy it is to draw Daisy the fish with the letter D. Okay. Very good. Let's move on. Now, Daisy's told us that actually she could go to places that humans cannot. She can go to the very, very depth of the ocean, right? Right at the bottom of the ocean. And humans haven't had the technology, haven't created the technology yet to go to that far into the ocean, but Daisy, she's been there, and she's told us that right at the bottom of the oceans, there's lots of crazy looking sea creatures, okay? And unfortunately, no human has been able to photograph them, but she can tell us and she can show us drawings of those creatures, and they're really, really cool. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna try to imagine how those crazy creatures look like at the bottom of the sea. So I want you to use your creativity and imagination to create and design maybe 1 or 2 crazy looking sea creatures, okay? So use your imagination and let's start drawing, okay? Now, for example, I'm going to start with maybe a creature that has kind of like square head. And maybe has two eyes like this. And maybe has 3 more eyes. Maybe so dark at the bottom of the ocean that they need more eyes. I don't know. And maybe they have some ears that look like that. And maybe the body is like a big balloon. And maybe he has legs like that. And maybe has more tentacles. And perhaps he has a bag, so he can pull all the stuff that this creature needs when he goes on an adventure. And maybe this one has his own light. So that is the creatures that I made today, and that's how I imagine some of these weird fishy creatures live under right at the bottom of the ocean. And I'm pretty sure that you have some really cool ones as well. And you can always use your imagination to make even more, and maybe use some colors to make them look more interesting. All right, very good. Okay, so next thing, I have a little bit of a different challenge here. Okay, we're gonna play a game, and this game is called Speed Tunes. Okay, let me tell you what Speed Tunes is all about. Right, so if you do have the printed sheets, you'll have this page that has a cross in the middle. Okay, I'll tell you what is that page about. Now, if you don't have this page and you have a blank piece of paper, you're gonna draw a big cross right in the middle. So right in the middle of the page, from top to bottom, you're gonna draw a line like this all the way down. And then you're gonna draw another line also in the middle, but from one side to the other side, okay? Like that. So let's imagine that this is your sheet of paper is gonna look like this, okay? Now, why is that? Because we are gonna use these 4 spaces to draw 4 different cartoon characters that I'm gonna show you in just a minute, okay? Now, this game is called Speed Tunes because it's about drawing really, really, really fast. So this is the only rule of this game is to draw fast, okay? So for example, I'm gonna show you one drawing and you're gonna have to draw it here very quickly. But you don't know how much time I'm gonna give you, right? Because I'm randomly gonna start counting down and then I'm gonna show you another cartoon. So the next one, you're gonna draw it here, and the next one here, and the next one here, all right? Now, the only purpose of this game is to draw fast, okay? And that's all it is. So let's say if you run out of time and you can't finish the drawing, don't worry, because this is not about finishing the drawing. It's just about drawing fast. Now, if your drawings, they don't look like the one that I'm showing you, don't worry either, because this is not about making them perfect. It's not about like trying to get them exactly how they are. It's just about drawing fast. So as soon as you show you the drawing, you go like, and draw it as fast as you can, okay? That's the only rule. Nobody gets upset if you can't finish it, because this is not about finishing. It's just about drawing as fast as you can and trying your best. All right, so are you ready? Because I'm gonna show you the first cartoon that you need to draw in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, excellent. So you need to draw this guy, I think it's Shrek, right? You need to draw it as fast as you can in one of those squares. Come on, hurry up, faster, faster. You need to draw this really, really fast. It doesn't matter how it looks like. Shrek is just a big circle with 2 eyes and a big nose, that's it. Okay, so come a little bit faster. Look, Shrek is starting getting old because you guys are taking too long and he can't wait anymore. So it's turning into an old ogre. Now it looks like the grandpa. And I know I'm doing this to distract you because I want you to draw even faster, all right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next one. Who's this? I think it's from, oh, SpongeBob, Sandy, yes. Come on, guys, you need to draw Sandy as fast as you can. It's just so simple, just a big circle with a little face in the middle, that's it. Come on, hurry up, faster. You need to draw faster. Come on. You don't know when I'm gonna start counting down, so just keep drawing. Oh, Sandy's getting old as well. She's kind of like, oh, why kids are so slow? I'm getting old. I'm growing my beard because I'm old. She has a small body as well. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next one. Oh, I know this dude. This is Snowman from Frozen, right? Olaf. Well, you need to draw Olaf as fast as you can. Come on, hurry up, faster, faster. This is just like 3 circles with a nose and 2 eyes and 2 sticks. That's it, and then that's all of. Come on, hurry up! Faster. Well, Olaf is getting old because it's waiting too long for you to finish your drawings. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next one, and this is the last one. Who's this? I've seen this girl before. Her name is Dora, of course. It's Dora the Explorer. But you need to draw her as fast as you can because she's getting old. And when people get old, they grow beards. Beards and mustaches. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, who finished them all? Put your hand up. Awesome. That's great. I know some of the drawings might not look like the ones that I show you, but that's all right because it's all about drawing fast and giving your best. So here we have a little girl that she's drawing something in Toonworld with her sword of destiny, and her drawing is coming to life. Wow, that's great. All right, guys, so the next and last challenge of the day is this one. Let's play the little video.
Oh no! The stick people already contaminated the river with toxic rubber waste. We need to find a way to clean the river. And also how to defeat this rubber monster.
Oh, wow. So we just found out that Rubbix and the stick people, they just put a lot of rubbish in one of the rivers of Toonworld, and now it's all contaminated. And we need a way how to clean it. We need to help Daisy and the fish. Okay. So what we're gonna do, and this is the last thing, we're gonna use our imagination and creativity to maybe design something that is gonna help us clean the ocean. This could be either maybe like some type of machine that collects the rubbish, or maybe it could be a monster that likes eating rubbish, and you send those monsters and they eat all the rubbish and we clean the river or something like that. So let's use your creativity and your imagination to draw something that is going to help us and help Daisy cleaning the ocean and the rivers. Okay, so let's have a go. What I'm gonna do, okay, I'm gonna do this. Just gonna create some type of robot machine. Something, maybe something like this. Maybe it's gonna be the body of this, and then in the back, just gonna have these things here, and these are going to be attached to maybe some big rubbish bags. Okay. And maybe this kind of machine is gonna have this kind of robot tentacles with these hooks, and maybe one of them is gonna be like a vacuum machine that is picking up all the rubbish. Maybe some plastic bags. So this machine is gonna help Daisy collecting rubbish from the ocean. All right, so that is the machine that I've created. And I'm pretty sure that is gonna help Daisy collecting all the rubbish and keep the environment safe and healthier, okay? So I'm pretty sure that you've come up with really cool ideas too. And some of you might have even created some type of live creatures that actually likes eating the rubbish, or maybe helping collecting it and put it in big bags or big rubbish bins and then take it to the recycle center or something like that. Or maybe some of those that rubbish can be recycled and turned into something useful. Who knows? But guys, it's 2:45 and we need to finish now. So before we leave, I just want to say thank you for your awesomeness. And remember that you always use your creativity and imagination to draw all the things you want, and also use it for a good purpose. Like, for example, helping, taking care of our environment. And remember, no ideas are bad ideas as long as you believe in them. All right. So thank you very much. And I'm so happy that you're so great.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that, Claudio. It's really great for everyone to be thinking about what the amazing things they can do to protect the environment and actually, create and draw those things. You can even make an amazing drawing and then see if you can invent and even make that out of something and create a 3D version. Claudio, can you just unshare your screen, please?
Sure.
Excellent. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. I'm just lost myself somewhere on the screen, so apologies, everyone. There we go. So it's Coastcare Week, as we've mentioned before. This was number 2 session of our amazing series that we've got this week. Tomorrow we have really following up on that great idea about what we can do with the rubbish with the National Maritime Museum and sea bins. So the sea bins are collecting rubbish essentially that's floating and collecting it into bins. So, that's someone's idea, someone's creative idea that they would have drawn down and they would have actually created in 3D to create this product that now is being used around the world. So there's amazing opportunities there. On Thursday, we have Blue Mind Nature Break, and on Friday, a deep dive into the deep ocean with physics education. So there's lots more programs across the whole week. And thank you very much for joining us today. So see you later, everyone. I look forward to catching you again soon. Have a great rest of term. Bye, everyone.
See you. Bye.